Hey everyone, Dave again, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Goldrush, Goldrush, the Transformers NFL crossover San Francisco Bay 49ers American football helmet or football helmet.
Transformers at the moon. Fantastic.
So I've got other videos online of some of the other toys. One I did previous to this was for Skull Grin, and I showed Goldrush and this guy here, Blitzard from the Buffalo Bills earlier on. Yeah, so this video we're going to do Goldrush, we're going to do an unboxing and a very quick little review. Now I mentioned on other videos with the NFL Transformers, I haven't actually watched any NFL. It doesn't really excite me that much. There's too much stoppage in play. And 80s in the UK wasn't really a big thing, although there are quite a few fans for it. So these boxes are bubbles, blister bubbles, like in the old Beast Wars days, but they have this built-in cardboard part. It's actually one piece of cardboard which gets folded over, comes back around, and goes up. So it's quite good in terms of like there's not that much wastage for it, but it can be a bit of a pain if you want to unbox it and not damage it. You can do it. I'll show you how. Just slight cut on the sellotape on both sides. That's 3 pieces of sellotape here, and you can see how it's gone through. Now there is tape up here. You can easily slice down, and then it will completely unfold, and it make it much easier for you to get out. If you don't want to do that, then what you can do is open it partially and just do a partial cut along the side. Now I found in a previous one, you can get underneath the little plastic tabs about halfway up in the box, depending on how big your hands are. Just slide your knife underneath, and once you get half it done, you can just flex your fingers and pop the rest of it off. A little awkward to show you on the video. I don't know what I've done with my lid. So I've just done it on this side. I'll try and see if I can get this to show you under here. It's still sealed through. So I just done half and then I clipped. The bottom is also taped, so I take the exact knife again on here. Just try and clear out a little line. That's going straight down, and we'll come back up in here. I'm going to show it's not really a nice way, I think, to do it. Now, I also mentioned in some other video a little bit of story, but they're still using the rubber. But it's here for San Francisco Bay. He's also on the 50-yard line. Same packaging, it's just red. So here is the toy of Goldrush in the blister pack in his catching mode with the grid for the helmet and the football at the top. And there are, I think that's 6 ties. So there's one across the legs, one across the waist, one around the football, one on either arm. So that's 5. There are 2 on the gridiron helmet bit to get through. That's how is it out as well. So that we've got 7 in total, and then there's another one that holds on the helmet normally that you can go through. But let's have a look. Put a knife to one side, safety first. Here is Goldrush. So I imagine he's got the same color scheme and the same design as Buzz Hero, which is basically the jazz style design. Same stripes on the side as Skull Grin as well. Pretty much the same thing. Painters. I'll have to check them to the other ones. They're all kind of really similar. Here is the gold and red color scheme based on the 49ers colors. Now these toys are nice. They have slight ankle tilt on the ankle rockers on the side, and they can slight movement on here as well. The knee bends, and it can raise at the hip and flex out as well. They can twist at the waist. The head doesn't really move, it can rotate, and it can pivot back. The arms fully rotate around, lift up, although the shoulders do get a bit of kibble. They can bend to a 90-degree angle, and the wrists can fold in because of the transformation. That's about it. No rotation on the wrist, it is a rotation at the elbow. But you can get them in some pretty cool poses for like catching. They have pegs on the inside of the hand, and the ball has a little hole at the bottom. So that's kind of the pose they come in inside the box. You just poke the football onto the helmet, and you can put them into a throwing pose or potentially a catching pose, depending on what you want to do. I may try and set something up in a cupboard actually going through a move, but I like them in their helmet modes as well. Now, speaking of the helmets, the figures come with helmets which do open up. You can see the detail in here. I'll try and get it a little bit closer. It has the San Francisco logo on it. It's just gold with the gridiron that comes off, and it's red plastic underneath. So this is made from entirely from red plastic and painted gold. So that is one thing with these Transformers. Hasbro aren't sparse on the paint apps. Here is his robot face, looking a little bit more like something like Ratchet or someone. And you can see here, this is the last rubber band that comes onto the end. So there are, was it 6 on the robot and 2 on the ties as well. But they are pretty cool. I like the front part. It looks a bit like the old style car bonnet or hood of the original Transformers, which is pretty cool. Their heads are very humanoid, not really Transformer like. Transformers generally have square heads, but they're more humanoid heads, which go well with the toys. They all transform in exactly the same way. It is exactly the same mold, just recolors. There are 7 as of release of this video that have been released, 4 in the first wave and 3 in the second. Again, not entirely sure why they only released 3 in the second wave rather than an additional 4 to make it even. Seems a bit strange to me, but they're pretty straightforward to transform. They do come with their instructions, obviously, but like with my previous video, I'm just going to do it freehand from memory. Apologies, this won't be the smoothest video that you'll want to see of transforming the toy. That's kind of the point. I just wanted to showcase these kind of as we have them. So the feet will fold up inside, and this back plate at the back then folds back down, and that forms the back piece of the helmet. In some of the toys, it's coloured so you can line it up as well. You need to then rotate the back piece around to get that smooth bottom part of the helmet which runs through. Can take a little while to get that into the right place, and we'll probably find that I'll need to jiggle it around a little bit when it comes to the end of the transformation. But pretty much like that. His head I've already folded in. The back piece just pivots out, and you push the head back through a hole in here. Now, what I didn't do was put his helmet on because I took his helmet off. So I'm going to try and see if I can get my finger through that gap to get his head back up. And we'll try and put his helmet back on again and coat it up. Otherwise, we're getting that with another loose helmet, which I did on Skullgrin and had to retransform him to put him back in. So there he is with his helmet inside the back. The front piece, chest part folds up. Looks a little bit like some Bumblebee from the video games. Were they Fall of Cybertron? War of Cybertron? Those games kind of has that similar sort of look and feel. Legs flip together and then this kind of like bends around. And he does have a stomach crunch to add to the transformation as well. I'm not sure if a stomach crunch is accessible in road mode. Didn't try that part out, but it will easily clip back through, and you can already see the shape is pretty much there already. The hands just fold in, and then it's just a case of positioning the shoulders and the arms around the outside, and then rotating this bit. Now, you push this in slightly to be able to get it to rotate, and it generally seems to only want to rotate in one direction, and you can put it back out again to lock it. It kind of goes anti-clockwise is the rotation for those. Push the arm through, and then the shoulder will pivot around, and then just look to line up those tabs along the top and along the side. It's not a completely perfect forming helmet. There are some gap lines in there, but we'll you can forgive that. It's a robot in disguise. After all, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So this is what the helmet mode looks like prior to putting on the gridiron. You can really have a open face visor version, and then there are 3 holes on the side that the helmet pegs into. Now it only pegs in to 2 of the pegs on here, and then the 1 peg at the bottom is how that works. And these do also fold out. The gridiron bit in the middle also can come off, and you can fold it around easily. Now I normally do this by doing one side. Things like goes a little bit messy, so then you just have to fold it underneath, and then you should be able to line it up pretty straightforward with the holes on the other side. And then you just need to align the 2 little bits on here. The ball has a hole, as mentioned, in remote mode, and in the front there's a little peg. Now this can be a little tricky sometimes to see, especially at this time of night, but that just folds inside. So here is Goldrush in his helmet mode. Nice clean all symbol on the front. As we rotate it around, he has the San Francisco logo on the side. The back, the other side, top with the stripes, and then the bottom underneath. So that's what he's like. Again, just to give you a comparison, I'll just bring it to a Windows mouse. Similar sort of size to a Windows mouse, and a Mac mouse obviously flatter, but pretty similar size to that as well. So this is Transformers crossover with NFL Goldrush. It's quite nice. It's pretty cool being gold. There is a yellow one already. I think it's the Pittsburgh. Actually, Pittsburgh one's black. Green Bay Packers. I think it is. Real. My plan is to have these displayed probably in helmet mode. Get some of those steps. I bought some from Hobby Lobby. They were cake stands, cupcake stands. No, I didn't actually. I bought it from Target in the end. Hobby Lobby didn't have any. So it was 2 cake stands that kind of slide out. Hopefully I can find some more. I got my Visionaries, custom Visionaries on them. But these would work pretty well because you can fit probably maybe 3, 4 per stand, so maybe like 8 across. and then it's 3 stands going up. So they would be pretty nice if I can have them out in helmet mode to display. Maybe we put a couple of robot mode in game day position, but pretty cool. And we'll have a look at the last one in another video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Transformers at the moon. Fantastic.